Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I'll be doing my question 2 of DLE assignment 3. So in this question, we have to design a combinational circuit, a 4-bit combinational circuit using a binary adder, in which there are two stages. In the first stage, we have to design the circuit that when the input provided by the user is an even number, so 1 is added to the number and is made odd, and if the input is odd, the output remains the same. And for the second stage of this question of this design, we have to reconstruct the original signal, which means that if the user had input 1, so we can see it's an odd number, so it will stay, or for example, if user inputs 2, so 2 is an even number, so 1 will be added and the output will be 3, and this will be the input of our second stage, where we will convert this 3 back to the original value, which was 2. So here I have designed the circuit for this one. Here I am taking the input from the user, 4-bit input. So for example, I am taking 6 as an input, so 6 is taken input, and we know that the even and odd determination can be done by the least significant bit, because it has a value of 1. So if it is 0, that means that our number is even, and if it is 1, then we know it is odd. So to determine that the even and odd of the input, I have attached the least significant bit to a I have given the least significant bit and input to an XOR gate, and a permanent 1 input to it. So if the input is given by the user is even, so least significant bit will be 0, and 1 is constant at the XOR gate input, so 1 and 0 will give us 1, because XOR gives 1 when there are two different inputs. So when it will give 1, I am simply adding that 1 to the input here using the 4-bit adder. So my input 1 is the binary that the user has entered, and the output of the XOR gate is my second operand, and these two are added, and I am getting an output of 7 here. Then to reconstruct it, I will just have to simply subtract 1 again if it is even, and if it is odd, I will have to leave it as it is. So again, I have placed an XOR gate here. So XOR gate is now having two inputs, so it will just have to subtract 1, so only one XOR gate is needed. So the least significant bit of our output of the first stage is an input to the XOR gate, and the output of the first XOR gate, which determined that the input value is odd or even, is the input to the second XOR gate. So if the value is even, we will be having 1 at the output here of the first XOR gate, which will be input to the second gate. So if we have 1 here, and as we have added 1 into our even input, so our first significant will be also naturally be 1 here. So 1 and 1 will give us an output of 0. So 0 will be here. So as we will be getting 0 here, so what here we can see the least significant bit was 1, and now the least significant bit is 0. So automatically we can see that 1 is being subtracted from our first stage output. So decrement of 1 will give us the original value that the user had input 6. And similarly, if we input a odd value, so let's see 3, so again 3, the XOR combination here will give us an output of 0. When 0 will be added to the input, our answer will remain the same. Here we can see 3 is being displayed here, and then here we will get 0 again. So 0 and 1 will give us 1 at the output. So at the least significant bit of the first output of the least significant of the output of the first stage was 1, and which is combined with the XOR gate, is also giving us the output of this second XOR gate is also giving us 1, so which is input to the second stage. So we can see that the same the output of the adder 1 is completely is input of the adder 2 completely, and we are adding nothing more or subtracting nothing from it, so the output will also still be 3 here. Now for the PCB layout of this design, I have just went to the PCB layout and I've placed all my components here, and I have routed it. We have to make some changes in the schematic for the PCB layout. First of all, we have to replace the logic states that we used, okay, with the push buttons and connectors. Connectors will be providing inputs, and push buttons will be giving us the option of toggling the inputs, varying the inputs. So I have here taken 2 connectors for 4 inputs and 4 push buttons here, which are connected to each pin of the connector. One connector here also to supply constant 1 volt. Here we do not need any push button with it because it is supplying constant high input. So I have placed all these components. I added after placing all of them, right click on the push buttons, go on packaging tool, and I've gone add, and I've added this I've added this two-way silicon connector. I have clicked on OK, and then add assigned packages and active. After doing this, we give name to each of the we go on edit properties and give name to each of the buttons, and then this box will be checked, so uncheck this exclude from PCB layout and do this for all the push buttons. Then we will be then all our push buttons will be available here in the components. We just simply place them, all of them, and we auto route them, or we can make connections if we want to by ourselves. So this is how we'll be solving our question 2, which will be designing of circuit which gives us odd output at the first stage and then reconstructs the input at the second stage.